Episode 51F. India. India, Delhi. Delhi's air pollution dips 27% in 6 years, Tribune India. Tribune India. Meanwhile, average of PM2.5, particulate matter with 2.5 micrometer diameter and smaller, level came down from 135 in 2016 to 97 in 2022. India, Guwahati. Air quality turns poor as dust engulfs Guwahati, the print, PTI feed. As per data on the National Air Quality Index of the Central Pollution Control Board, CPCB, the air quality was at 245 PM 2.5 or above at all. Air pollution rises to alarming level in Guwahati. Several flights diverted business standard. Business standard. The PM 2.5 level also rose to 200. According to Gokhale, the dusty wind and thick fog were responsible for this unforeseen rise. India, Kochi. Urgent steps to be taken to monitor air pollution sources in Kochi, the Hindu. The Hindu. On the basis of reports that an increase in the level of particulate matter 2.5, PM 2.5 or fine particles in air would cause health issues. India, Mumbai. Purifiers, smog towers. BMC gets cracking on air pollution. Mumbai News, Times of India. Times of India. The units would filter particulate matter, PM 2.5 and 10 and harmful gases such as carbon monoxide and nitrogen dioxide. Mumbai weather, temperature drops again, AQI remains poor, Free Press Journal. Free Press Journal. As of Saturday morning, Mumbai's AQI was poor at 273. Meanwhile, the pollutant PM 2.5 and PM 10 concentrations were at 273 and 168, respectively. Air purifiers to combat pollution, a cosmetic measure or an effective solution? Citizen Matters, Mumbai. Or air ionization technology to remove PM 2.5 particles from the air. The polluted air passes through the filters where particulate matter is. Mumbai pollution update, city's air quality remains poor, AQI at 228, mercury at 25.6 degrees Celsius. Free Press Journal. As of Monday morning, Mumbai's AQI was poor at 228. Meanwhile, the pollutant PM 2.5 and PM 10 concentrations were at 228 and 147, respectively. India, Pune. Pollution finds space in these lungs too. Pune Mirror. Begin trapping particulate matter from various sources for more than, which displayed the presence of PM 2.5 in the area, was never within. South Asia. South Asian countries must unite if they want to tackle worsening air pollution. Scroll.in. Scroll.in. 60% of its population lives in heavily polluted areas where levels of deadly dust particles, called particulate matter 2.5, responsible for. Thailand. Thailand's worsening PM 2.5 problem is lost in the fog of politics. Thai PBS World. Thai PBS World. Of 2.5 micrometers or less, at 50 micrograms per cubic meter of air. If this happens, Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha should call. Thailand, Chiang Mai. Wildfires rage Ob Luang National Park in Chiang Mai. Pattaya Mail. Pattaya Mail. Authorities are battling wildfires in the Ob Luang National Park in Chiang Mai as the PM 2.5 levels in nearby areas increase to unhealthy levels. Extra news, this week. View, a UK homeowner explains that insulation under floors helps with heating bills. Unfortunately, the homeowner is also the owner of a wood burner, which he intends to replace eventually. Home insulation: how to stop your bills going through the roof. Energy bills. The Guardian. We installed a wood-burning stove, yes, I know, and the loft is fully, and ultimately, to replace the old boiler and the wood burner, but how? Excerpts from the article follow. In April, the government will unveil Eco Plus, a £1 billion scheme that will result in hundreds of thousands of homes across the country receiving new home insulation, saving consumers about £310 a year. Focus on installing lower-cost measures such as loft and cavity wall insulation. Eco Plus is aimed at those who are now not eligible for support, particularly people in energy-inefficient homes, those with an Energy Performance Certificate (EPC) rating of D or below, and in the lower council tax bands. Eco Plus will run alongside Eco 4, which already offers help to poorer households, and the boiler upgrade scheme that offers £5,000 to those installing an air source heat pump. So what if your home already has basic insulation, you are not on benefits, but you want to cut your bills and your carbon footprint? For example, a medium-sized family house that was built on a Letchworth, Hertfordshire, estate in 1980 still has the original cavity wall insulation, double glazing, and an original 1980 Ideal Concord boiler that refuses to die. We installed a wood-burning stove, yes, I know, and the loft is fully insulated to the required depth of 300 mm. It costs about £1 an hour to run the heating with only half the radiators and rooms in use, the same as newer combi boilers. We need more sophisticated insulation, and ultimately to replace the old boiler and the wood burner, but how, and with what? The insulation material from 1980 had slipped. Top up the insulation. Can typically save 10 to 15% with proper floor insulation. One recommendation was to insulate the floors downstairs, all solid concrete. Need better insulation such as window trickle vents. It would make a significant difference, says an expert. Install a solar PV, photovoltaic, system on the roof and a battery in the garage, which will bring down our electricity bills and carbon footprint significantly. With a spend of about £10,600, it looks like we could become about 65% self-sufficient in electricity, saving £700 a year. This would get our home up to an EPC rating of C, a minimum of where most of us need to be. In the long run, when our boiler dies, it makes sense to take the government's £5,000 grant towards installing an air source heat pump at a typical cost of £10,000. FERPNO visits by an accredited retrofit assessor start at £350 plus VAT. In general, consumers should be looking to use MCS accredited installers when undertaking work in this area. For more information, go to mcscertified.com. Drawing your curtains and blinds every night on a typical Victorian terrace, like the Energy House, is going to save you about 2% of your heating bill every year.